from that video, that same day, I get a call from a buyer to buy that same house that I showed.
Your 5 minutes of time paid you like what, 15 grand?
Whenever you think of a business, think of a football game, a soccer game, where there are 11 players.
That's the great analogy for putting a successful business together. The event coming to like who is it for and what they're gonna learn. All this together is like 100,000 value.
Yeah.
What they have to pay now. Okay, so formally, who's gonna start with the
Man of the year.
Ladies
okay,
first.
the ladies.
So, well, my name is Arman Anand. You guys obviously all know, but this whole journey has been a very interesting one, right? And the way you start from being an immigrant, coming to this country and just having high hopes. And then you think about, okay, kya karoge yaar? Kya process is next? You know, you don't even know where you land first of all. But then to figure out all the other steps, it takes a lot of time. So I'm just going to share a little bit about my journey, because maybe some people that are listening to this can relate to that, and vice versa. So yeah, just came into this country, immigrant, came in 2003, ending 2004, keh lo. You know, came from Amritsar, Punjab, landed in this beautiful country called
Hey, balle, balle.
Balle Balle.
Kapil Sharma ka town.
I didn't even know who he was for the longest time until I had to research him.
Okay.
Yeah, because once you come here, then I'm trying to fully be Canadianized and be immersed, immersed in this culture, right? So when you come here and then you're trying to figure out, okay, kuch na kuch to karna hi padega, right? Parents have to work double shifts, triple shifts just to try to make it even. Then I got into the real estate business, just to cut it short. Grew up, finished university, dropped out third year. Then right after, it's like, kya karenge? University degree bhi nahi hai. Parents ne bahar nikal diya. Ab kya plan hai? Right, so I got into the real estate business. And the reason why I got into that real estate business is because I saw, there's no specific guideline of how much you can make in 1 year.
Nice.
So you have infinity that you can chase. There's no restrictions on your cap for salaries. And then from there, started being one of the top sales guys in Toronto. Then now I live in Windsor, Ontario. And yeah, just crushing it in real estate year after year with my friend Aditya here as well. He's in real estate also. We're in the same market now, so it's a lot of fun, being together. But yeah, that's a little bit about my story.
Awesome. Happy Valley.
Hey, I'm the youngest immigrant over here. Maybe in the age I might be a little higher than him and him. But I came to Canada in 2019. It was like a very, risky move that my business all flopped and everything when I was in India. So I was like, kahin pe to kuch shuru karna hai. And that was like 2018 that we decided, my wife and I don't know why did she even continue staying with somebody who didn't have a job. But so I think it's more of a belief. Maybe that is why sometimes पता क्या होता है कि you don't believe yourself so much, but people around you believe more in you.
Yeah.
But जो लोगों को पता नहीं है, you're a Punjabi too, right?
Yeah, I'm from Punjab.
I'm literally with all the Punjabis here.
Yeah,
bro.
Kali,
Don't worry, we claim you, don't worry.
But you know what? We're also from Punjab. We trace back the roots. Ancestry.com.
Ooh.
I'm just joking. Every Punjabi says everybody's from Punjab.
वैसे, I think you could be a little Punjabi also, because you have that kind of a
Swag.
of Punjabi style here.
Jatta hai, pura jatta hai. Pura jatta hai.
Dance करना है. I think Punjabis and Telugu people are very similar in kind of lifestyle. Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
So yeah, came in 2019. Was very scared. Honestly, कुछ पता नहीं था कि क्या करना है. Admission भी लिया था George Brown में. I thought that this is going to be just a regular route. Go start your college, get an employment. But nothing happened that way. In fact, पहले दिन college किया, दूसरे दिन छोड़ दिया. And I was like, no, this is not for me. I have to, because entrepreneurial mind है, चाहे fail भी होए मेरे life में, लेकिन you know that you can do it. And यही है कि that it's not like how many times you do it. You have to just win one time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how many times you fail. So this is मेरे mind में यही था हमेशा से कि it has to be right just one time. And but वो भी right time करने के लिए ना, you have to be surrounded with those kind of individuals who have done there, been there, done that kind of a thing. So when I came here, I realized that there is a huge potential in real estate. Again, like you, I didn't become a real estate agent, but मुझे real estate में ना opportunity मिली कि that the career could be made in real estate. But I thought that how can I use my skill in helping real estate, because I had no interest in becoming
Real estate agent.
मेरे को नहीं जाना किसी के घर पे घर दिखाना, मेरे को घर से काम करने वाला काम चाहिए. I want to work from home, work from one space. I want to live that kind of a life.
But you wanted to be your own boss, though.
I want to be my own boss. Yeah.
So that was the most important thing in your journey, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
100%. That's why I left college.
But bro, how did you quit your college like in second day?
Second day.
Second day, that's
No, but he knew what he wanted. That's the thing. He knew.
That's good. एक पूरा दिन काम किया.
why did you even go to the college? Why did you
फ्री टी-शर्ट मिली थी उस दिन. That is the only reason. वो होता है ना कि जब कॉलेज में आप एडमिशन लेते हो then you get something
Participation.
Participation. A plus लगाई, मैंने कहा shit, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm 32 years old and मैं अभी फिर से अपनी लाइफ स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ. Then इतना मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस है, मैं इससे अच्छा उबर चला लूंगा, मैं चॉकलेट स्टोर में काम कर लूंगा. इनफैक्ट ये सब चीजें की, कार सेल्स में जॉब किया. तो दैट गेव मी कॉन्फिडेंस बिकॉज आई थॉट कि जितना भी ज्यादा मैं अपना कॉन्फिडेंस और एक्सपोजर बढ़ाऊंगा, द बेटर आई एम गोइंग टू बी in anything that I do in my business.
For sure.
So that is where I started learning about it. To cut it short, वहाँ से I started growing my digital marketing business, helping a lot of real estate agents, slowly gradually changing digital marketing into content marketing agency. That's how it's going. Yeah.
Bro, you have to mention about the Instagram, bro. The creative reels.
See, I mean, this just, वो ये like the thing that I was already doing for my clients. I thought कि now, you know, switch on करना है. कि switch on ऐसा ही होता है कि that, you know, if you know that you have to जैसे वर्कआउट होता है ना, राइट? लाइक आई बीन वर्किंग आउट फ्रॉम द लास्ट आई डोंट नो 10-12 years. तो यू नो दैट बॉडी एक दिन में नहीं बनेगी, 2 दिन में नहीं बनेगी, इट विल टेक लाइक ईयर्स, एंड ईयर्स के लिए यू हैव टू बिल्ड दैट काइंड ऑफ अ डिसिप्लिन एंड कंसिस्टेंसी. सिमिलरली आई थॉट अगर इफ आई हैव टू ग्रो माय सोशल मीडिया देन इट कैन नॉट हैपन ओवरनाइट. लाइक यू ऑल नो दैट, यू नो, सक्सेस, देयर इज नो सच थिंग एज ओवरनाइट सक्सेस.
No.
उसके लिए भी 10 साल लगते हैं, 5 साल लगते हैं, 20 साल लगते हैं कि एक दिन को जहाँ पर आपके वो वैसी ग्रोथ हुई. People might know, okay, oh, you are so lucky you got 300,000 followers, but there is a 3 years of hard work, घिसाना, देखना यार वीडियो नहीं चल रही, डिप्रेस होना, but फिर भी बनाना. I think वो चीज़ मुझे ये सिखा गया कि मतलब कि don't think about the end result, just do it consistently.
So just a curious question for people who wants to, you know, do the social media, right? Like, so you're doing your social media and also you're parallel running your business. Is your social media presence helping you to gain business?
Yeah, I'll tell you that I didn't realize at the time when I was already working with other clients where I had to pitch myself that, guys, I'm a social media content creator, not even a content creator, I can help you grow your social media. But the whole shift has changed. Now people are approaching me, oh, I already know you from there, I'm a big fan, how can I work with you? That narrative, that conversation has changed automatically. क्योंकि now I don't have to go as that, you know, introduce myself as a business card.
आप celebrity हो गए भाई.
Celebrity तो नहीं, but I would say
No, again, you know, in your own area, right? Like, you know, when you become a celebrity, technically in your own field, I can relate to the same way. Like, मेरा career शुरुआत हुआ social media से. I started with YouTube videos, and I never had to look for a client till the day, knock the wood. And people ask, like, sometimes my assistant calls me and said, this guy is so like frustrated, he wants to talk to you, he don't want to talk to anyone in the team. He or she, like, then that's happens because the presence, social media presence, right?
100%.
So any business, it can happen to anyone, like literally. I'm pretty sure it's for you, same, right? Like people, you're heavy on the social media as well.
Sure, absolutely.
So kudos to you. So let's go to Vancouver now. From Toronto to Windsor to Toronto to Vancouver.
Come to Vancouver.
I'm still Toronto Windsor. I'm not fully Windsor.
yeah, he doesn't want to just
I'm still Toronto Windsor.
So क्या चल रहा है Vancouver में?
वैंकूवर में तो बहुत कुछ चल रहा है और लेकिन nice to be here today. I've come to Toronto. I used to come here every few months, बड़े सालों बाद आया हूँ. But yeah, so this is how I like to introduce myself. My name is Avi Arya, father of 2 girls, 6 dogs, husband to a superwoman, a
6
street car
dogs.
racer, turned hotelier, and now founder of Internet Moguls. So that's यही छोटी सी यही journey है कि I wanted to become a street car racer. I thought कि that will become my profession. I used to race
Street car.
हाँ, कोई underground वगैरह जैसे भी होता था.
Oh.
एक time पे.
Pink
दिल्ली
slips.
में
हाँ?
Pink slip
Tokyo
racer.
Drift. Delhi Drift.
But the thing is that there were places where you could learn and everything, but at that point in time, just that point in time, my dad said, oh, you know what, I don't have the money right now to do all of that for you. Otherwise, there could have been a different trajectory.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then I started working with my dad. He had a small motel, started working in the motel. That became a sort of a At that time, internet नया आया था. And so नया नहीं जैसे अभी crypto है करना सबने है लेकिन nobody understand how to do it. So started dabbling in it and my first book I wrote was called The Accidental First Mover because I just tried.
अब author भी है, मेरे को पता वो पता नहीं.
Author तो उस टाइम बहुत बड़ी बात थी. आज तो I think most people should become authors and share their experience. It also helps in getting business if you're an author. Helps you build an authority, right? So anyway, so that took off. 2004-5 की बात कर. That time TripAdvisor, Google and Expedia came to India and so they hired me to talk about internet marketing. It was not called digital marketing.
Ooh, so you were very early stager.
Yes. So when I did that, so they would organize big events and I started speaking to 2,000 people, 3,000 people. And I'm telling them how the internet is working for me in my small business. And then obviously at the end of the event, people would come and say, "Hey, can you do this for us? How do I do that for you? So you open an agency. What is an agency? An agency is, I didn't even know what an agency does. So that's when, after a lot of people said this, then 15th August 2009, we started a company with a 4-member team. Internet moguls started helping people with their internet marketing.
Helping like in general anyone or any
Only
specific-
hotels.
Only hotels.
Because I was a hotelier. I was working in a motel, and then we grew our hotel business. Then we grew this digital business, and then when the digital business became bigger than the hotel business, then I had to find an identity for myself, which was separate from my mom, my dad, and everybody. So I said I'm a digital marketer. People were like, "What? So digital marketer means like?" What is digital? Digital, the boards aate the pehle. Like, digital was not. Anyway, so it was that early in the day. And I didn't even know anything is going to happen with it. I was just a frustrated young man who's saying, I need to have my own identity. Who am I? वो मिल नहीं रहा था वो. So I was like, कुछ करना है जो मेरा है. जो पता लगा, people started saying, oh, you're a digital marketer. So I said, I'll put my flag in the ground and say, this is me. And nobody else says, this is me.
मामा पापा नहीं दिया वो.
नहीं, हाँ, ये मैं हूँ. तो उसमें बहुत मजा आ रहा था. And so उसी बात को I think 15-20 साल हो गए. So that's what I've been doing. So.
Wow.
And yeah, so that's
15 साल digital marketing. You are the most experienced person I met so far.
Yeah, by
I
far.
made the most mistakes, that means.
That's good. Yeah. Which is good, right?
Right, exactly.
So, man, I don't know now what to say. मेरे को words नहीं आ रहे हैं. It's good to see all the hustlers. मैं छोटी hustler है. I came as a student, with a lot of debts from a farmer family, lot of responsibility, financial responsibility. Because my parents, they always lived in poverty. Like they always, my dad was in Dubai doing labor jobs. My mom was in my grandma's home. So technically, we are homeless for years. They never had money to at least survive.
Right.
Like just always under the debts all the time. So hardworking people. They borrowed money to send me here. Canada आया पढ़ाई के लिए, and then I finished my education. Like every immigrant did all the crazy stuff, right? All the jobs.
All the hard jobs.
All the hard jobs, because you just need to survive. You just need food. I cannot ask my dad. They already borrowed for 24% interest, and that interest is already growing crazy. And got into IT job because my background was computer science. So thank God, like that. I couldn't find an IT job in Toronto. I was in Toronto. I got a job in Windsor. Many people ask me, why Windsor? Destiny, bro. I have no clue. I was literally desperate to go anywhere because I need to make money. And I was not that smart in the college to drop out college or anything. I didn't have any other, I don't know what to do. I was like, just, okay, let me finish the job. Let me follow the crowd. Let me get IT job, get into consultancy job. I was working, I worked in IT for 5 years. While I was working, I realized like so many things. One, it was not getting financially where I wanted because my family was always separated for years, and even now I came to Canada for a better life, but with a job income I was like, what the heck happening? Rent is going for like $1,100, $1,200, and then car payment $1,000 with the insurance, this and that, and like leftover is nothing. If I want to bring my parents all together, if I want to go back to Toronto, to India, or if I want to go on a vacation, there's no money left. Like this is not working. I got to do something else. So I started trying different things. I tried e-commerce, the digital side. I said like this is not me. I was the opposite. I tried the other things, Uber driving, whatever, MLM. Then I found out about real estate. Started investing. I got a property in 2017 with almost no money because I didn't have money. With almost like my initial investment was $8,000, and bought this property. It's like live in one unit, the 120 years old property, the cheapest house in the ugliest neighborhood in Windsor. So that's the only way I can get because I only had $5,000. So moved into one unit, rented out the other unit. The cool thing happened after 3 months. Damn, I was living for free, and the tenants are paying all my mortgage and everything. I'm like, I love this. Let's go for another one. How can I bring more money? I had to borrow from friends, this and that. So started that investing journey, and in that process, financial debts got. My money is all in the properties. मेरा पापा call किया like, beta, you need another 100,000. Your sister is getting married. कहाँ से लाऊंगा? I was making just like $4,000 per month, and my wife was making $2,000. That's when I got into sales and social media. So now been doing sales for the last 4 years. Have a small team, me and 4 other agents, and we are crushing it in Windsor area. And of course, we own a bunch of properties, multi-families, this and that. So that's
Apartment buildings.
yeah. Yeah, so I know we are not here to just tell the stories, just stories are for relating. But one thing I see in common on all of us, right? You're on social media, that's why your business started to grow faster. And you're started with social media, digital marketing. And you're excelled your social media.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't start with social media.
No, social media was a big part of the whole journey of real estate because I used to do pre-construction. So all the condos that you're looking at outside right here in Toronto, we sold these high rises. So we would sell them through Facebook promotions. We would sell them from talking about them and sponsoring different things. But there's different marketing strategies, but everything was social media related.
But I'm really interested in knowing about you. Like TikTok, how did you grow so fast?
So TikTok was actually just like one of those things that जब एक दिन शुरू किया मैं open house में था. This was an open house in Niagara Falls. And I'm just sitting in this open house, and I'm sitting with my good friend, and he's like, he was shadowing me to try to learn real estate because he's gonna be part of my team. And while he's watching, he's like, TikTok about me. So did you hear what this TikTok thing is? It's a new app. It's a new app.
This is in which year?
This is like 2 years ago.
Okay.
But I didn't like.
TikTok was just 2 years old?
No. I was just late to find out about it.
Oh, okay.
TikTok was around for a very long time, but I heard about TikTok. I thought it was a Chinese company, something Chinese app.
Okay.
I was like, it's not really in Canada. I didn't really look at it. And then when I looked at it for like 2 or 3 days, they cut the news, and all I saw was like 16-year or 17-year-old kids
dancing.
This is not an app for professionals. I'm gonna stay away from here. Little do you know, that became the app that I started enjoying the most, because he opened up the app for me, and he's like, "Did video let's just use TikTok. Let's figure out how to use this." So we're like, okay, let's screw it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that tries everything, and like my personality is very goofy. I just like to do anything and everything. I just go with the flow of things. So here we are, we're sitting down, and he's like, enter this house. In my first video, I'm doing this like run around thing, like I'm like trying to act like a 16-year-old, right?
You might not believe this, but you have a personality of a social media influencer.
Yeah, I didn't know until now.
You might not even know that back then.
No, I didn't know.
But you are so like I'm sorry, I'm cutting you.
No, you're good. Yeah.
But the reason why I say that because you're so natural. Here, हमें पता है कितने trials, errors देने पड़ते हैं. You know?
He has that. He can deliver any message with a good format or
flow is good. Like the flow is good. Like his
and of course looking good, sharp.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. But it's just one of those things. Like, it's just natural, right? Like I don't really try to be someone that I'm not. Yeah. So you just turn the camera on. I'm like, just record. Let's see what happens. I just recorded this stupid video for like 30 seconds, and it was just like, show this house, and I was like, this is a 2-bedroom, but I'm not saying anything in this whole video. All I'm doing is like twirling around, going up the stairs, coming down, smiling, doing something like this, right? We posted it. First video got like 150,000 views that same day. And I was like, my phone just kept on going ping, 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 ping. And I'm like, what the hell is happening with my phone? I think my phone's getting hacked. And then I'm looking at my friend, he's like, you're going viral. This is, you're going viral.
Then you're like, what is viral? Because
I thought viral, like, I got a flu or something, right? I'm like, and then you're going viral. I'm like, shit, this is what going viral feels like. And like, it was addicting. But then I started seeing all the negative comments. And they're like, this guy, this is what real estate agents selling Niagara Falls look like. Something stupid. Like, there's people just hating. But then I saw a lot of positive comments. And then from that video, that same day, I get a call from a buyer to buy that same house that I showed. And literally right after that first guy, he came there, gave me a check, bought the house.
Wow.
Right away, I double-ended the deal. And I was like, this is crazy. That sparked something in me right away. And I'm like, you know what? This is the sickest platform ever, because maybe it was fluke, but let's try it again.
Yeah.
Did 5
Mainly
more
the fluke
videos.
is good fluke.
Yeah. It paid me another 15 grand that I wasn't going to get paid otherwise.
Your 5 minutes of time paid you like what, 15 grand?
I gave, believe it or not, I gave half of that commission to my friend because he's the one who actually told me to make this video. So that was just a homage to him.
Good job, bro. That's a fucking good story. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a crazy one.
Because he, if it wasn't for him, I would never be on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then from there, I made like 5-6 videos the same week, and I just had a following. Like, it just kept on going crazy.
I remember you're that crazy viral one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was courtside at a Raptors game, and I'm sitting right behind the bench, like right behind the bench of the opposing team. So Toronto Raptors are playing Celtics at the time, and I have in my hand chicken fingers that I ordered, and I'm just doing this to the other bench in the middle of the timeout just to get them like distracted, because I can hear all their plays, and all their players are looking at me like this, like, okay, they can't say anything. They're on camera, right? I recorded that because I just posted on my Snapchat. I posted the same story on my Instagram. It went to House of Highlights, Sports Center, Sportsnet, got like 15 million views. And then from there, my TikTok blew to like 100K. And then I just started going more and more and just talking about myself, my experiences in real estate. And
That's one crazy thing I realized, like by following your journey and yours too, because you guys do something that you're passionate about, that you love. I mean, of course, I do the same.
You're not passionate about real estate?
No,
You're not passionate about it, but like,
But in general, like your content, it's not really like something.
It's not forced.
Not forced. It's like organic.
Yeah.
And you're showing your lifestyle that you're passionate about, right? Like you're dressing up your cars.
Yeah.
Your exotic cars. So what the heck is that Ferrari?
Yeah.
I cannot do the same stuff because I'm not passionate about it. But I can do the same stuff with other stuff that I'm passionate about. So that's a crazy thing. And you are into this researching stuff.
yeah.
The most interesting facts I've ever learned are from your profile.
Exactly.
Like ever. Like some of the stuff I can't even comprehend. I'm like, what?
How the heck
I didn't know
is
the
that
Great
got all
Wall.
this information?
I know. Death water to ला रही हूँ सबको यार अब.
Great Wall of China के बारे में कितने facts हैं मैंने. I learn educational things on your page, and the way you express everything in like a short period, because no one has time to like. अगर लगता ना कि कुछ सीख रहे हो कोई चीज़ और boring चीज़ होती है, वो बंदे का time नहीं बनता. But with your page, I feel like it's so engaging because it's quick. It's like little snacks.
That tells me how much you love about researching something that is unique.
Yeah.
That's if you don't have passion, do you think you would continue that journey?
No, nobody can replicate this for you, right? Like, अगर मैं बोल दूँगी, Aditya, I want you to start researching and start making content about this.
You did that.
I tried.
What did
I
do?
tried that, but it didn't work out for you.
I used to sweat like bro, I was like I couldn't even make content out of
Yeah,
that.
what are you saying now? I would even give him hooks. Like, see, this is the hook. Now start making content. Do a little bit of a research. He's like, bro, I tried. I can't do it.
नहीं सबकी बस का नहीं है ये बहुत मुश्किल काम है.
हाँ, but I think
जो जिसको सूट करता है.
suit करता है, and so you see I'm not really doing it just for the research point of view, because there are two sides to it. One is that research आपको, like, I feel very curious that I want to know something which not many people know about. So what I know, then I think about, will this movement give somebody a aha moment or not? Will they think, oh wow, this is crazy, I never knew about this.
Yeah.
So that is one fact. And another thing is that I want to improve my storytelling. I really love storytelling. So I want to see, like, how can I give some information in a way that is digestible and easy for even a third grader to understand.
Yeah.
So I try to not use very big vocabulary words. I try to use very small and easy to understand words. Break it down in a way, honestly, for myself, क्योंकि मुझे भी ज़्यादा इतने heavy words और इतना heavy चीज़ें समझ नहीं आती. So even if like there's so many videos that I made जिसका मुझे पता ही नहीं है कि like how does this really work. So I had to go back and research in understanding कि वो चीज़ कैसे चलती है ताकि मैं अपने आप को समझा सकूँ. कि if I were to explain it to myself, how would I break it down? तो उसका एग्जांपल बड़े सिंपल वेव से देखना fair, then I started implementing the same things in my videos and people.
But you know, that's the thing that like the common thing that I see. Even you talk about like different businesses, how a small business can use the social media.
Right.
What I see in common, if you're passionate about that stuff, you're passionate about researching, you're passionate about lifestyle. I'm passionate about investing. I love talking about investing. I don't mind like talking for hours. When we take our passions, put it on social media, consistent basis, generating business. Is that like something that I can?
Oh, for sure. I feel like because these things go back into your passion shows knowledge, and it's something that you're so passionate about. So you want to learn more about it. You want to be the best in that field or that expert, right? So you're the best in your field in terms of your digital marketing agency, right? Yeah. Everything that you're doing there is showing that, okay, look, this is what I've been doing because you're passionate about it. It gave you your own identity.
100%.
So that identity was something that you were chasing and longing for, but you're not faking it now to try to say, look, I have to pretend to be somebody else because family pressure, societal pressures.
Right.
So you found your identity there, but you're being yourself, right? You found your purpose. You found
Honestly,
your calling.
I tried to be fake because I thought maybe that will work because I think it happens with a lot of people.
I would say that सबके साथ ही होता है.
But the thing is, I believe every human being needs a lot of love. Everybody needs to be hugged and said, "कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा. It will work out." So when you're scared and you're anxious and you want to belong and say, you know what, like can we be friends when you're a child, when you're 4 years old? It's the same thing when you're 46 years old. Can we be friends? And there are people who want the world to be their friends and whatever. But you can't be friends by saying, give me something. You have to be friends by saying, I'll give you something first.
Give value.
So I cannot give you what I don't have. So I tried to be fake by giving what I don't have. And it failed. And then it brought me back to understanding what is it that I have. Gary Vee played a very important role in my life. I met him. I just had the opportunity to meet him just like we are meeting.
No way. How was that meeting?
Jab hook.
Yeah. So I went to his office. We had that. He put that meeting on his episode. I put it on my channel. So and then we hit it off because I had a story to share with him. So then he said, "I'm coming for lunch to Vancouver." So he came for lunch. We had lunch together and we recorded the episode again. So anyways, between Gary Vee and my mom and dad, these are the best entrepreneurs in my life because of the stories that I learned from this. So after meeting Gary Vee, I changed my business card. And my business card says social media is the biggest opportunity in the history of business because it allows me to connect with anybody on the planet.
Yeah.
I don't need to have a big following. I can run Facebook ads to somebody in Australia in that one circuit before I go for an event. And when I go for an event, there will be somebody tapping me on my back. Hey, Avi, I saw you and that, I've heard about you. So even if I've never been to Australia.
Yeah.
Isn't that magic?
Wow.
So then we created a framework around it and I said that people need 3 things to be successful. You need to, around videos. So you need 3 types of videos. A video, micro video to get known, micro videos to get leads, and micro videos to get sales. And there are three types of videos. I made that framework for myself because I just wanted to test how that works. And the agency which was focused only on hotels, started getting coaching clients. That's what I wanted. And we started teaching people how to become coaches and how to become trainers. And basically the thing was that my mom and dad, I've been very close to them, I speak to them every morning. And my mom and dad have always said, we've given you so much love, we don't want you scared. But fear aata hai, no? Like fear has always been part of it. So I was like, so my dad is always like, go for the big hit. Like charge 20,000, charge 30, like high ticket and deliver 10 times higher than that. Don't charge small and play small. Charge high ticket. So when I come to Canada and I see a lot of people, they're being scared because they don't know how, and it takes so much time.
I think it's the confidence there too, right?
Exactly.
They lack the confidence to believe in themselves.
Lack the confidence to believe in themselves. Thank you for saying that. Exactly. So the thing is that some few videos done consistently have the power to change your life. And so what I'm passionate about is when I see families staying in a very cold place, -40, husband is staying in some other place, and they have come to Canada but we split apart and we're not happy, but we're trying to put a smile on our face, or we're going for a job which is just about paying all the bills, like you said, paying the bills, and we're like, hey, I'm in Canada, hey, you're behind CN, come take a picture, smile. The smile is not coming, it's not coming. People are like, put the camera down.
पीछे गाड़ी है लेकिन
हमारा नहीं है. वो कह रहा है हंसो, कहता है नहीं आ रही हंसी, I'm not happy. Should I go back? He said, no, I can't even go back. But the thing is, it's not difficult I believe it's not difficult if you go for business, if you use social media, start talking about your passion like you said.
You know, so
More
that's a
skies
very
than
good point you raised. New immigrants here, a lot of people ask me, oh, I want to get into real estate sales. I'm just new to the country. Is it okay for me to start now? Can I do it? Is it like, what do you tell people in that situation? Because a lot of immigrants are in that situation. They know that they can do it. They love to do it, but oh, how do I pay my bills?
I tell you, my dad is everything in my life for entrepreneurship. So he taught me one thing many years ago, and I just want to give that story. So I was running my agency, and I'm here in Canada. And one day, I didn't talk to them. I talked to them every day. I didn't talk to them. 2 days, 3 days. My dad's like, "What happened?" I said, "I'm just stressed." "What happened?" I said, "I'm going for a coding course." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I've got coders in my office who tell me that the deadline is after a month. They are taking me for a ride. I feel like a fool. I need to understand coding myself." So he said, "Why do you need to understand it?" I said, "What do you mean, why do I need to understand it? I'm the captain of the team." He said, "No, you're not the captain." I said, "Who am I? It's my company." He said, "No, you're not the captain." I said, "Who am I then?" He said, "You're the coach, and your job is to put the right captain in the right this thing." So that changed everything for me. So coming back to your question, when somebody says, "Can I do real estate? Or can I do insurance brokers? Or can I become a digital marketer? Can I become a content creator?" My answer to that over the years of experience, what I've seen is, whenever you think of a business, think of a football game, a soccer game, where there are 11 players. You don't need to necessarily be the person who's putting the ball in the goal. You could be one, and everybody else can be hired. When you think like that, you say, "I'm not good at sales." Great, get somebody for sales. "I'm great at sales, but I don't like to do the showing." Great, get somebody for
Very well
sales.
said.
"I don't like paperwork." What happens is people look at the whole complex ecosystem of any business and say, "Oh, I can't do all of this." You don't have to do all of that. That's the best part. It's not a job.
Yeah.
You can choose what you like and give somebody else to do what they want. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's actually a great part. Like that helped me. Like I had to understand. Read this book. I don't have a mentor like you. Lucky you. I found a book. Who Not How.
Who Not How, Dan Sullivan.
That taught me. But you know, for even more beginners, right? Like at least the concept that you're talking probably works for all of us who are at least took that first step, who are in the game,
Right.
but who are like completely new. Maybe you're coming from that phase.
Yeah.
You're coming from that phase too. Like you started literally new. Like, would it be better for you to do job for a couple of years, have at least some savings, or would were you happy by jumping in right away? You're quitting your job, right? Quitting your studies.
Yeah, so I would say that, what really matters in this kind of a scenario, like how extreme are you able to take, what is your risk-taking ability? Like a lot of people don't do that thinking, oh, businesses are risky, you can, because there is no end of the month, make cocaine, cocaine, that's what they say, that you get used to, salary is the biggest cocaine
Drug in the
addict.
world.
Yeah.
So if you get addicted to that, and once you think that, the problem is people try to find confidence outside.
Right.
They have to find it inside.
I love that. Yeah.
You don't have to, you can't think of it that, this guy is going to change my life.
Yeah.
You are going to change your life.
Nobody can do push-ups for you.
Nobody can do it.
Literally.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I think people need to start believing in themselves rather than thinking who they can believe. And they could be their own best guides.
Yeah.
And wherever you need help, like he said, that be the coach in your. I really love that analogy of the football team, and you don't have to be the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
You have to be the coach of the ship.
Yeah.
And this is how you need to see businesses also. And this is what I
Oh my
thought.
God, that's the great analogy for putting a successful business together.
Yeah. Like I started doing workshops, being a coach, thinking that I can help these businesses understand how they can grow their businesses.
Right.
Yeah.
And they started hiring me for that.
That's true. True.
And
Yeah.
that's an event that you want to talk about also.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
But all of people in Canada who are listening to this, there's an event coming up, and I'll let Sahas talk about it when we come back towards the end. So we want people to stay till the very end, and then we're talking about an event which is happening here very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are all very thrilled about it.
Yeah, the event coming to like, who is it for, and what they're gonna learn.
It's for people that are trying to find the right circles to get into, to have the right people around them, to think about their future now. That's what it's for. It's for people that are trying to start businesses, trying to start their life in Canada, and trying to actually be their
What if
own.
you already have a business?
Well, if
So
you already
you
have a
want us to
business,
come?
scalability, right? How to scale it, how to put systems in place, who to hire, how to be a coach, how to hire the right people around you to make it more successful, more efficient, better lubricated system, so the ship, always goes faster from one destination to the other. So
And can I learn about social media in this? in this event?
This is going to be
Masterclass.
a masterclass for everything, not just social media, about marketing and sales. I think for any business to be successful, sales and marketing are going to be very, very important factors.
Basic fundamentals of the.
Yeah. And when we talk about marketing, social media, content marketing, then we talk about ads, we talk about all of these things. These are definitely one segment, but I think a lot of people lack on the sales side of the things as well.
Yeah.
Where I think, that is where you can scale to the next level. But scaling through sales is also good, but now if you don't have processes,
Right.
if you don't have systems, you don't have wisdom in how to create how can I become from a salesperson to a business
Owner.
own it as an owner. That is where we are trying to understand that how can we help those people build.
So it's going to be like more like a full package.
Yeah.
You know, like what I've seen is every business has an HR department and they're very proud of it. Then they have an accounts department, they're very proud of it. And they don't have a digital marketing department. That happens, once in a while. Maybe they have an agency, but there's nobody in-house. So it could be a solopreneur, it could be anybody who's starting out, or it could be an established business like yourself. Anybody who's coming to this event is going to get, like Sam said, process that works for Canadian immigrants. You can't go to the internet and say, teach me digital marketing. It's a large, big field. So you come into this event and you go back with a time-tested process system that all of us have created that allow you to get known in whichever field you are in.
Yeah.
You could be the best guy for, I don't know,
Insurances,
pastries
mortgages.
or mortgages, or any small business that you have. There's a client of ours in the coaching community that I was running many years ago. There was this lady who was in Scotland. It was crazy. She was teaching people how to make corsets. Now, how many people wear corsets anymore? But she was teaching people how to make corsets. Her membership was £10 a month. She was from Scotland. She had 1,000 members only. They're making £10,000 a month, one class a week for 90 minutes, teaching people how to do that. At 10,000, can this business happen anywhere but on the internet?
No.
So she did Facebook ads, she called people, she did webinars, she sold, she did 30 webinars in 1 year, and she built a £10,000 business which is running for the last 7-8 years. Like that, there are multiple stories. There's a gentleman who came to Canada, 62 years old. I think his name is Raj, I don't know his last name. He started a YouTube channel, he's got only 5,000 subscribers. Out of those, 100 people buy from him every year and he sells old cars. You don't need 1 million followers. The thing is, I believe everybody wants to become an influencer and sell jackets or shirts or watches. And you just need a
small community.
Small community. 100 people buy from you every year, you have a good business.
So basically, that's what you're gonna learn,
Right.
And also hang out with these cool guys. One thing, on top of learning all this subject, what I love, where my life built is by going to these events, networking events, where I meet other people.
Talk about how you got into real estate. You got into real estate because what?
Because of an M&M company where I went for a networking event. It's more like not a networking, it's like Amway. They host their event. And I used to go because I don't have anything else. I wanted to do something, I don't know what to do. And this guy took me to this conference, and there, the young guy, he literally just put up a book and say, this changed my life. And that literally changed my life, that young guy.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if I would not have been to that networking event, if I would not have saw that event, you don't know what can spark in your life. Honestly, like the networking events have that power. You don't know whom you're going to meet. You don't know what story can move you. You don't know what can spark within you. This events.
Now think about the trajectory of your life from that event, right?
Man, it's
drastically changed. And now you're making over 7 figures.
It's less than 5 years.
Yeah.
Less than 5 years.
Amazing.
More than 7 figure. The life I have now, I have a newborn baby.
Financial
my mom is here, my dad is here, my in-law is here. I go often. I got a Tesla, and not only just the Tesla, my whole family witnessed that purchase.
Right.
We drove together.
That's a big thing.
That was a big dream for me to have my family together with me because we lived apart for years. But without my finances in place, I would not have done that.
Well done.
And the networking has a major role for that.
That's why they say the circle that you're in is very important, right? In terms of trajectory that you're going to go to. So surround yourself with the right people. You have an opportunity to be here, right? To actually talk, to listen, to actually feel the energy in the room
Yep.
from the people that are going to be teaching, coaching, mentoring, right?
You know, I
So-
call this, in India, in the Indian language, there's a word called Sangat. Sangat is company.
yeah.
Sangat are the people that
Ha,
you carry. So, it is, I call this networking, like you said. Events is the lazy man's guide to success. You don't need to do
love that.
anything.
I love that.
Don't do anything.
I really
Don't
love
do
that.
anything. Just get up in the morning.
going to steal that.
Come for a
Literally,
good.
I'm gonna skate.
Don't do anything. Just come for a good event.
Yeah.
And all of those crazy people are going to change you 100%. How can it not happen?
Damn.
Same way you go to the gym, right? You go to the gym and you want to
man.
say, some people want to get lean, so they go hang out with
Can you
runners.
with that once again? I want that statement once again.
Networking is a lazy man's guide to success.
You know, I can relate to that so much. I consider
I
myself.
feel I'm a lazy.
Yeah, me too. I guess, you know, look, no family here. None of my family into business or, you know, my parents doesn't even know what,
What is that?
what am I doing here. They don't understand that I'm doing social media. Like, they think this guy is just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just, they don't understand those
बेटा
things.
काम करो वीडियो बना रहे हो
Yeah. Sometimes my dad says, हर बार वीडियो करते रहते कि क्या दिमाग नहीं है आपको कुछ काम करो भाई ये मेरा काम है
यही काम।
but again I respect them their
Sure.
hard work but they don't know what I'm doing even still because of that networking that lazy networking even
No, and you know, I've seen so many times. So my, people want to become lean. They start running, and so they have runners. And the runners, you go, then you follow their life. You go to a
Yeah.
restaurant, they'll go to a different restaurant. They'll have different salad and everything. Then there are people who want to bulk up and they have big muscle. You see them, they get up different, they sleep different.
Yeah.
So if you hang out with different people, you'll be like, oh my god, how am I bulking? Shit, I'm hanging out with the wrong people or the right people. It's instant. You just
I
be
love
with the
that
right
analogy,
people
yeah.
for some time.
yeah that's so true so
Find your own sangat.
if you are happy with where you are, just stay there. But if you're not happy with where you are, if you want something that more in life, you know, this is the place where you have to be.
So the event is happening on
On 6th.
6th. It's a Saturday. It's a good day because
6th of
everybody
May.
has a
6th of
holiday.
May.
You can come with your spouse. You come with your founders, co-founders. A lot of people have ideas that, hey, you know what? Maybe you and I are going to start up someday, or some other founder.
Yeah.
So get your people who you've been thinking. Sitting together and thinking that I'm going to start up with this person. Get your founders, co-founders,
Yeah.
or to be co-founders. Get everybody to the event. We're going to announce the venue. It's going to be
yeah.
in Toronto for sure.
Yep.
We're going to announce the venue, and maybe we're going to have a link to
Yeah.
for all of you people.
And you know, probably some people would have been thinking about, oh, all these guys gonna be here. It's gonna be damn expensive.
It's actually super cheap. So we've decided a price.
Yeah.
This is going to be, we want a lot of people to join us.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the main point of this event, is for you to find the person that sitting next to you can be your future business partner.
100%.
The person sitting across the table can be an investor into your business.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can start something.
You know, before you say the price, here one thing: how many people have asked you to be mentor? How much they were willing to pay you for mentorship?
15 to 20K.
How much people paying you?
Just getting messages every single day.
Yeah. And I paid you. You forgot that.
Your customers right here.
Yeah. But you know, how
That's
much
the
you
only
charge?
thing.
Right? You said in the beginning, like 20K, 30K for your.
So it's 5,000 months. We try to do 60,000 a year.
Yeah.
But most people don't finish the 1 year program. They get successful in 6 months.
Yeah.
It's good and bad for us.
So, 20,000, 50,000, 25,000. I've been asked multiple times. We only did a couple of times, with a small group, which is way more than $2,000 per head in a group of like 20 people. And many people were willing to pay 20,000, 25,000 for me on a one-on-one mentorship. So all this together is like 100,000 value.
Yeah.
What they have to pay now.
Less than a buffet for you and your wife. That's
That's
$100 a person is what we're going to charge. This is going to be an entry point. Think of it as $100 can change your life. We don't really make any money out of this event.
Right.
This event is socially just there for us to spread the knowledge, spread the word, for you to be connected. And I think we have a lot to give back, and the value is just immense. So think of it as, drink a couple less coffees for a month.
Yeah.
Come on and
No,
try.
honestly, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, don't even come here.
Yeah.
Because that if you're not
It's for
willing
the
to
right
spend
amount.
that $100, it's not for you.
Exactly.
But if you're someone willing to, and who is open to hear what can change your life, then probably this is the place you gotta be.
Because everybody's like, oh, India is other places and there's lots of stuff happening. It's great. But why not make that happen here? Why not give that same startup, digital, social, entrepreneurship vibe to Canada?
Because,
That's what we're doing.
And also, I'm going to tell you that like 2 years from now, people are going to regret
100%.
Oh my God. Yeah.
that. I wish I would have listened to what Armani is saying about this. I wish I would have listened to.
We were talking just before. I wish I should have bought a real estate 2 years ago.
I know, man.
5 years ago.
I wish I saw your video and bought that and be part of your 12 apartments that you just bought.
Yeah, that's
Seriously.
it.
I have been mentally kicking myself in the shit for the last 1 hour since I heard that. I should have been here 2 years earlier.
If you want to be that guy who wished, or if you want to be that guy or girl who okay, I know it, let me at least see what the potential is there, come on over. Because honestly,
No, this is strictly for action takers,
Yeah,
right? If
that's
you're
it.
not an action taker, this is not the event for you. It's just you have to have a drive, you have to have a vision, and you have to have a dire need to say, I want to improve and I want to learn something today.
Or I would say even if you don't know where you want to go, or even if you're lost, I don't know where do I want to go in my life.
But you have to know
but I
that
really
part.
want to
हाँ.
do.
Yeah.
But what
Go
is-
somewhere.
करना हो,
No,
करना
I
है,
was
करना
getting
है.
that, right? That's what I was telling. I didn't know what to do,
Yeah.
but I wanted something I
Yeah.
don't
To
have in
change
life.
something.
I know, I have some pain in life.
But initiative था तेरे
I
पास.
didn't know exactly.
You had
I didn't know what to do.
So
Exactly.
you could be a real estate agent, an insurance guy, a mortgage broker, somebody who
Digital
wants to start
marketer.
digital marketer,
Digital,
content
yeah.
creator,
Yeah.
existing or wanting to be one.
Yeah.
Any of these people are welcome.
Exactly.
Anybody in
Who
sales
wants
trying to get
explore
into
their life.
sales, learn something a new skill that can maybe get you out of your 9 to 5 to be in business for yourself.
Yeah.
There are people in Vancouver who we're going to play their case studies at that event, who are joined the social media bandwagon at a certain age where they're like, I don't want to show cars to customers, but they're just doing videos, and the cars are selling videos, and now they have an offer with every dealership. Hey, I love you, got the followers, join me. So you can also take your career to the next level. Once you have your social cloud, take that and get somebody to give you a good offer, man.
Yeah, it's
You know
digital
what?
currency.
Let's not sell too much. If you haven't sold by now, don't even see us. Let's put it this way here.
Oh, and by the way, it's only how many people are we doing it? It's just
That's
limited.
a very
100.
important
So
thing.
The limit is 100.
We're
Yeah.
capping it at 100.
Yeah, so we only.
So
it's
better
only-
get it.
Yeah,
That's
it's the first 100 people that get to sign up. That's what it is. And then if you're one of the lucky 100, we'll love to
you
see
gotta
you.
be lucky to be in this. So just if you don't see the link in the description,
I mean,
just DM.
I don't know about how many people who are listening to this and they're going to, see me listening to him, you, and I got so much of value right now. So
And we'll take
Likewise.
cash.
huh?
We'll take cash.
Bitcoin भी चलता है.
Interact.
रुपया दे देगा. But yeah, man, it's such a wonderful discussion. I enjoyed. I think this is the first one we did all together.
In person, yeah.
We've been talking for a year, so and more will be coming like this. I wish to,
Yeah.
because there's not many immigrants who are taking actions, who can be doing so much, and I want all of us to be that example where we can guide them. So fantastic, and
Well, I'm very excited for this event. This is gonna be
Me too.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of energy filled in the room.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a blast.
Really excited to.
and cannot wait to meet you at the event.
Yes.
So.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining on this podcast. We will see you all at the event.
Alrighty then.